Hey beauties, good afternoon to you. Beautiful people. I want to talk about something that I think I'm going to go against the tides, I'm one of those vloggers who will go against the tides at times. That's the only way to survive and to surf good. Now, I know we have heard that girlfriends should not expect, let me not say cannot, let me choose my words and adjectives and whatnot, the parts of speech correctly, so that I communicate as effectively as possible. So we have often or many times, seldom perhaps, heard that, girlfriends should not expect wife treatment. And vis-a-vis in terms of, men the same, in relation to men not expecting to have husband treatment as a boyfriend. I understand where people are coming from because of the unsurety. There's such a word that they don't give away surety for unsure. I mean, you know what I'm saying. So because of the not being sure if this person is going to be your life partner, in holy matrimony, we're talking your husband and wife, and different other reasons, but I suppose the predominant reason is that you're not sure if this person is going to be your husband. You're not going to be sure if this person is going to be your wife, as the case may be. Now, the problem with that, I'm sure that if we were to, I've heard a number of women, and I've heard psychologists even say this, women for women especially, you cannot change a man, and people don't become a husband as they get married. They have to play that role from before they say I do. The number of women who have regrets today, it is astronomical, maybe too numerous to count, because they figure that when the man says I do, that automatically he's going to fall into the husband line of being a valiant, a wonderful, a sweet husband. The one who does not break what 1 Peter 3 says, that husbands, do not embitter, do not be harsh, do not be coarse with your wives. Don't be rough with them. Do not treat them, do not abuse them, because your prayers will be hindered. No. People need to understand who you are is who you are. In other words, a man cannot be an abuser while he's in the boyfriend stage, an abuser while he's in the fiance stage, and then become a non-abuser while he's in the husband stage without getting without divine intervention and without getting help from people, or he himself changing his mindset. And these things take time because it's very hard, it is arduous, it's difficult to break bad habits or bad practices. So we have to be careful how we're promulgating a message that, when you're a wife, you get the wife treatment, or when you're a husband, you get the husband treatment. Oftentimes, more or less, it does not happen that way, because people don't change overnight. It has to be something that, it has to be who you are, and you practice that from the girlfriend stage. Don't worry, you won't lose yourself, because if both parties are treating the other as a husband and a wife, then it's a win-win. No one is losing. The scale is tilted if one is treating one like a husband, or the woman is treating the man like a husband and the man is treating her like somewhat of a girlfriend. Then it's a problem. Or vice versa, if she herself is if he's treating her like a wife and she's treating him like a little commoner, like not even so much of a boyfriend, that is where the problem lies. But you have to know that by getting to know. That's why for me, unless you're at a certain age, if you're really up there in age, it may not be fruitful. It may not be it may not be fruitful for you to say you're going to go on an extensive dating, the man, because he might not have long on the land. I can understand that you may want to, but usually when you reach a certain age, you really know nonsense. You just get with it, both parties, both men and women, generally, not in all cases. But you have to get to know people. You have to see things to know if this is somebody that, based on how he treats me, this is how we will treat you in the marriage. I'm not saying that people don't improve, but usually in marriages, when they improve is when they go and get counseling, work is done, prayer, fasting. So many different things are done. Do you want to put yourself through unnecessary difficulties? So be careful how you promulgate. I understand where people are coming from because of as I say, let's use the word unsurety for now. Because of the not being sure if this person is going to be your life partner. But it's a chance that you will have to take That is why, date and get to know. Don't just rush and say, boy, it's my boyfriend. By they say the next month, it's my fiance. By next time, them sees your husband. No, be careful. Or, the man say, boy, it's my girlfriend. It's my fiance. And then you're my wife. No. Wait. Watch. Observe each other. Get to know each other. Get to know. Make sure you know people for them. Ask questions. Probe. Don't just ask, okay, stop. We interrogate. Like they're on trial, or they're convict, or they're charged for something, or possible murder or whatnot. But you have to be strategic, because we live in a world where pretense is the order of the day. People can pretend, and do not use the thing that because a man marries you means he loves you. I remember reading something, and a psychologist said you have men who can marry women that they don't love for other reasons. Men love differently from us. From they can get certain things that benefit them, they will marry the woman. They don't have to love her. It happens. There are many marriages like that. I don't know where people get this falsity, or sort of false I don't even know, belief that he would marry. Yes, you're right. I'll agree. He would marry if he does not want to, but not on the basis of what you think. It may not necessarily be love. He can marry you, because he probably said, sure, I don't want to be alone. I'm done used to her. She cooks well. She cleans well. She gives good sex fairly enough, And those are probably okay for the man. Him just get something edible, meaning something to eat, and good sex. Him just say, all right, just go and sit down with her. Maybe just say, I want somebody to come home, and I can't bother with, for come me go do this. Make she do it. Yeah. So So people don't run with the idea. I know of somebody like that, and more than one, and more than two, married, and it was not out of love. One is still married. I 40 odd years off. I don't know what it is. Because the woman said to me, and the man is straight as an arrow. Just that you get bun, go and come. Bun up, bun down. In our going out and in our coming in, she get bun. And if they're married for 40 years, maybe about 30 out of it, no sexual connection. I kid you not. So people think it's only if the man has gone the other way. No. It happens in straight relationships too. Because a man, let me tell you, women, as much as men love sex, and they say they will sleep with a donkey, meaning once it's a vagina, they will not necessarily, they still have to have an attraction to you. Don't make them fool. It's not, all men are not attracted to all women. They will not sleep. Straight men, I'm talking. They will not sleep with any and every woman. That's a lie. That's not true. So even though we are probably wired like that, and we're not talking about ladies of the night, who do it for an income. We're talking about, to say, women tend to, they generally will find a woman not having sex with a man when she's not attracted to him. Men are like that too. Maybe it is not as strong as ours. But anyway, as I'm saying to you, my beauties, listen to me. Do not run with that idea. Do not run with that theorem. Do not run with that hypothesis that, because you're your girlfriend, you can't expect wife treatment. And because you're a boyfriend, you can't expect husband treatment. If you don't practice that from that stage, he will not, or she will not change for the most part. Notice my words, for the most part, by and large, or more or less. They will not change unless there is a divine intervention, or some kind of a transformation within from God, and it inspires a person to go and get help and whatnot. There are many people who have had regrets. They say, okay, well, I guess when I become a woman, no, it doesn't work like that. However they treat you in a girlfriend stage is the same treatment, or probably worse. Usually I hear it's worse when they get married. It's worse when they get married. Please. Now, I'm not saying that the man has to go, the full gamut, but there must be some sort of a wife, if you're the girlfriend treatment, and, for the man, similarly for the man, there must be some sort of a husband treatment to see, signs, okay, this person is my wife. For, the man saying that, and woman saying, this man is my husband. And when you get married, it's being happily ever after, so to speak. Please be careful of believing that, because you're going to run into serious hindrance and obstacles that may be too arduous to move, difficult to move. Treat each other like husband and wife from day one. Alright guys, follow me on TikTok, subscribe to my YouTube channel, share this message and give me to man. Yes.